Hey, good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Hey, this is Gregory Wilds coming live to you from Houston, Texas with this inspirational morning talk for first-time listeners. I'm on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8:45 a.m. That's our time here in Houston. You can calculate which time zone are you in, but it's a rainy day here. Overcast and rainy day, just in the 60s today, but we need a little rain. We need the rain. All right, guys, so happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday. So I can just give you a little word of encouragement to go into the weekend, to ponder over the weekend, man. So what I want to talk about is being distracted by doing many things. Being distracted by doing many things, right? Because Christine, Cato, Joseph, good morning, my friend. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Yes, so I want to talk about this being distracted, right? Because the goal of the enemy is to distract us by doing a lot of things and take us away from the things that are really important, right? From the things that are really important. And you're going to feel a sense of accomplishment in a way because I'm doing good things. Look, I didn't go to church. I didn't read my Bible. I didn't pray. But because I was doing all this good, I had to take care of these people. I had to do this. I had to do that. I had to do that. God will understand I was doing good things, right? And you're feeling a sense of things, and the enemy just wants you right there, right? And you're doing good. So sometimes he just distract us by doing good things, but his goal is to keep us away from the one thing that's going to really make the big difference in our lives and help us to do all those little things that we were trying to do, right? So if you know there's one thing that you can do that can have a significant impact on your personal life, and there's one thing you can do that have a significant impact on your professional life. If you know that secret, if you know that, would you do it? Would you do it? Right? That's the question. So let's look at this story here in Luke 10:38 through 42. Luke 10:38 through 42. Let's look at this story here quickly, right? This is the story about Martha and Mary. So we start from Luke 10:38. As Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her doors to him. She had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said, right? So these two sisters, they were probably, Jesus knew them. I think matter of fact, there was a brother who was Lazarus who had died in Aldo. So Jesus knew these sisters, right? So he went by there, right? One of them, Mary, sister called Mary, she had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her to help me. And this is how Jesus responded. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. So Alan Dwayne, good morning, good morning. So let's set the stage. These ladies invite dinner. And Martha, busy preparing all the dinner preparation. Mary's like, what? Jesus is here? I'm going to sit and soak up all this teaching, sitting at his feet and all the way teaching and talking, and she learning and just enjoying herself with all this knowledge she's gaining. But Martha, on the other hand, was busy all trying to prepare all this big fancy dinner for Jesus and all of that. And she come to Jesus, or she getting upset. Her sister not helping. All she doing is sitting at Jesus' feet, and we got all this work to do. And Jesus said, man, Mary, why are you worried about all these things? Jesus was like, man, you worried about preparing a dinner for me and all these preparations for me. You want to know I feed the 5,000s? You want to know I could whip up a dinner right here, the best dinner that you could prepare. I'm here. Just spend some time with me, man. Don't worry. When we hungry, I could whip up a dinner quickly. You know, hear all the stories how I feed the 5,000 and all them food that I make. So you don't get distracted by trying to prepare all this stuff for me, man. Just come and spend some time with me. That's all. Just come and spend some time with me. That's all Jesus telling her. There's one thing that's necessary. So all of those thousands of things that we're fighting up about, he's saying, just spend time with me. Just spend time with me. You're good. You're good. Everything can fall into place, right? That's why in Matthew here, it's saying, Matthew, you can just read 6:28 through 34. And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow? They do not labor or spin, yet I tell you that not even Solomon in his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothed the grass of the field, which is here today and thrown in, and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you? You of little faith. So he said, do not worry by saying, what shall we eat or what shall we drink? That's what Martha was worrying about, what they're going to eat, right? And what they're going to drink. Or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But here what he's saying is the one thing that he was telling Martha that she need to do. The one thing that is so important that Mary choose, right? He said, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. And as we said, that's what Mary chose to do. Martha, stop worrying about all these things that you're getting yourself busy with. I'm right here. Spend some time with me. I'm in your house. Don't worry about all the big fancy dinner. I can take care of that anytime. I'm not even hungry. I just want your company, right? He said that's the one thing that he was telling Martha she need to do. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and then all these things are going to be added on to thee, right? So, man, I just want to shed a little light and send you into the weekend. Look at the list of things that you do, and let's look at it in the natural now. Look at the list of stuff that you got to do. Maybe one or two things on the list that you got to do, you set out to do today is really impactful. It's really going to give you the return. But a lot of other things that we're doing and killing up ourselves with, it's not necessary. It's not necessary, right? But in this case here, he's saying, man, look, we getting busy every day. A lot of days we don't pray. I'm guilty of it myself. A lot of days we don't pray. A lot of days we don't seek to spend time with him, right? We just going to run out and go on our day because we're so busy. I got to go to work. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do that. I got to, busy. And we don't spend time with him. And he's saying, man, look, if you seek me first, you wouldn't be that tired. Things can fall into place. I could orchestrate your day out there for you, and all those 1,001 things you're trying to do and killing up yourself doing, I can make them happen for you easily. Right? I remember this story, and not until maybe about 20-something years after I got this come to me, that was him, right? I remember I was a young guy, like 16, 17-year-old, those who know me, back in Guyana, play basketball, and that was my first opportunity to I think it was a Georgetown selection that played against a team from Florida, a high school team from Florida. Right, it was a 3-game series, and it was around the Easter weekend. So one of the games, I think, was like either the Good Friday or the Thursday. The next game was on the Easter Monday. But we had a serious practice, and the coach said all who missed that practice on Easter Sunday, all who missed the practice would not get to play, and that's a serious practice and all that, right? So my mother, I'm from up in a Christian home, my mother said, and that was practice was during the time of church in the morning, Sunday morning. And my mother said, I don't care which team you on. Yeah. Easter is the biggest day on the Christian calendar, and you're going to church. I don't care if you go practice after, but you are going to church. I said, well, coach, you got to drop me from the team because my mother ain't flexing with this. I got to go to church. Coach, all right, man, just at least come up after you finish the practice. After church, just come up and show your face because I got to stick to what I'm saying. If people don't show up here, I can't play them. I said, okay. Right after church, I hurried down and I went to practice. And long story short, the next day, and the first game, I had a really bad game. I didn't play well. That game, the Easter Monday, I could not miss a shot. Everything I threw up was going into the basket. That's one time I was behind the goal and I threw it up and it go. And people jumping in my face, 3-4 men, because the coach just keep telling me just to shoot it. And telling everybody, just pass the ball to me so I can shoot it. And lots of time I didn't even see the goal, and I was shooting and scoring. I had a great game. I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought, well, I had a good game, that was one of the games. And not until I was growing in my 40s, that happened. I was like I guess I was 16, 17. And when I was in my 40s, I was doing a Bible study at the church I was going to at the time. And we was come up to this scripture about seek ye first. And God bring it back to me and said, that was me. You remember the game in the basketball? You put me over the basketball. Instead of being threatened by what the coach saying, I was obedient to the mother because left it on me. I was going to the basketball, right? I got to be honest. I would be choosing the basketball over church that morning because this was important. It's a one-time thing, and this is my first time being on playing an international deal. And I would have choose the basketball, going to the basketball practice over church. But you see, I had to be obedient to my mother. I didn't have to. You don't have to do anything, but I chose to. But no, the consequences would have been I didn't want to deal with. But by being obedient to my mother, I was obedient to his word. That's saying seek ye first, right? So I always hold on to that. So a lot of things we're doing, and we're busy and killing up ourselves first. He said, if you seek me first, seek me first. Seek me first. Start off your day with me. Ask me to bless everything you're trying to do for the day. Start off your day with me. Don't get so busy that you don't spend a little time with me. Don't matter how good all this stuff you telling yourself is like, well, Martha telling herself, I'm doing something for the Lord. I'm preparing a good dinner for the Lord. This is good. What more better than this for me to prepare the best dinner for the Lord? And he's saying, man, look. Just come and spend some time. You don't worry the dinner. I'll take care of the dinner. I'll take care of dinner, right? So I want us to go into this weekend here, man, and just take this story here, all right? And you might say, man, if I had Jesus in my house, I would have spent time with him. But we have him in his house all the time. Because here what John 1:1 said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So we got God in our house every day. And then John 1:14 said, the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. So Jesus is that Word that became flesh. The same one was sitting in Martha and Mary's house there. But we got him in his house. We got the Word. I'm sure most of us who listen here and listen to this have a Bible in the house. So we have him right in our house that we could spend some time with him. So let's choose to be like Mary and spend time and really take this verse serious. But seek first the kingdom and his righteousness. Then all these other things can be added on to thee. And don't be like Martha, get busy doing things, good things that you're going to appear to be, because that's what the enemy wants us to be. Because you see, the enemy could get us thrown off of the real things that taken away from God and what he called us to do. He good. He don't mind you getting $3-4 million, He don't mind you telling us, if I keep you busy and you're going and you're killing up yourself and you're working, you have no time for the Bible, have no time for Jesus, but I can give you 4 or 5 million, look all the fruits of your labor. But you're stressed out, you're depressed, you want to kill yourself, and although you got all this money, you're still not happy. You just keep going. You have no relationship with your children. You have no relationship with your wife, your wife, or vice versa, husband. If it's a woman, divorce, you left all this and you're left alone. But you're killing up yourself and you're so busy, right? You think, but, and he's saying, if you seek me first, the kingdom and its righteousness, you will get all of that too, but without all the stress. I could make it easy for you. I could open doors. Seek me first, the kingdom and the righteousness, and then I can bless everything you do out there. And without all the stress, and you're going to still be rich. You're going to still be prosperous, but without all the stress, because I could orchestrate things for you, just like me in the basketball. Same game I play, same training and everything. But I had some help. I had some supernatural help from him, right? So that's what he's saying. It's not that you're not going to have to do anything. I can just say, I can just focus every day on God and read his word and everything will happen. No. He's saying, you just seek me first. Seek me first. And then I can bless you way after them. Go out and do everything that you got to do. But I can just bless it. And it's going to be less stressful for you to get accomplished, right? Guys, I can leave that there, man. Have a great, great weekend. But let's think about this as we go, right? Seek ye first, right? And don't get caught up. Don't get busy doing many things. All right. Talk to you guys later on Monday. Goodbye.